Hello farmers, welcome back to Hinterland. Just when you think you know what you're going to be doing for an episode, you log in and then in a second your plans all change. Yes, it's nighttime, it's the end of May, and we have $300 and almost $70,000 in the bank account. Let me explain what's been going on. So I logged in thinking we're going to be working on the grass fields and trying to figure out this whole situation with our scoring in that field, and I logged back in and fertilizer is near perfect score in there. So I went ahead and I took care of this grass field as well. I mowed it on up, tended it, windrowed, baled it with hay, picked up all the hay bales. I didn't want to do another grass episode after doing one last episode. So I went ahead and did all that. I, of course, went over to our production buildings and moved stuff around. I sold the milk that was in the flavored barley milk company, and there was a lot. I sold stuff from the sawmill, and I've been feeding the animals, and I brought over the manure to the BGA. So that's why our money is way back up to 368, which means we can come in here, and we are going to repay off as much as we can. We're not going to get down below 2 million, but almost. I could if I sold the coffee beans, because I got a load of coffee beans. I'm hoping the price is better tomorrow. We'll keep on going down. What was the loan interest at midnight now? 10,000, we'll say. I got 8,891. We'll leave it at that. So $2.14 million left to go. And let's go ahead and go to bed. Now, there is a slight chance the barley field might be ready for harvest tomorrow. I don't know. I'm guessing since I didn't plant it in the fall, like I talked about before, I don't think it's going to be ready. So the only thing I might be doing in June is possibly selling coffee beans. And if those aren't ready, then I'm just going to skip through the day, not sell anything, and I'll just take care of the animals. I don't know where the barley field is. I think it's right in front of me, but I don't think it's ready. Let's come over to here. That's the barley field. And no, growing. Yeah, everything's growing. And of course, we got the grass fields. I could fertilize the grass fields, but I'm going to hold off onto that. I'd rather get into some field work. What is the coffee beans looking like for selling today? I probably should sell the clothing, though. We're still making clothing. Clothing, I got $20,000 worth of it. The price is going to keep on dropping. The planks are almost getting there as well. That price is going on up. We can get $100,000 from that. Where is the coffee beans? 31. So the price is kind of going down, but it's all, it's. We'll hold on to it for another month. I'll hold off on the clothing as well. I'm not going to sell anything, so just make this month really quick. I'm going to go ahead and just take care of the animals all through the day. We do got $10,000 in the bank account, so that should be good. Yeah, I'm just going to take care of the animals, and then we can get right into the month of July, and I'm sure by then we'll have a field to harvest, and maybe we'll sell some products as well. So I'll see you at the end of the evening, and I'll let you know how it went. Well, 20 minutes later, the day is done. It's, just half an hour before midnight. Of course, the wind turbines bring in the cash, so up to 23,000. That'll be enough to cover our loan interest over midnight. By the way, which should have dropped, because we did pay off a good amount of loan the night before. So what's that down to? Just over 7,000. So we took about $2,000 off the loan interest, which is nice. Yeah, not much has gone on today. Just income from the property income, which is the wind turbine seems kind of weird. It's not a consistent number that we're seeing here. So that's, we also got the solar panels on top of the shed. So maybe when it's cloudy, I'm not earning any cash. But that's beside the point. Just, we're gonna be paying off that loan by the end of the year for sure. I do believe. Let's go to bed. So the animals are doing somewhat all right. I made a mistake today. I was speeding up time just to get through the day as I was feeding the cattle, and I went a little bit too fast. I couldn't feed them as fast, and they ran out of food, and their health got down quite a bit. You can see they were actually down to 14%. That's as low as they got. These are the 60-month-old cattle. The first two that we bought, they're still alive. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. Oh, we're almost full on eggs. So we're going to have plenty of work to do in the next month. Whether I got crops ready or not, we're going to find out here in a second. The barley field should be ready. And that's what I kind of want to do today. Take care of my animals. Yeah, how are the cows doing now? Their health is back up to 100%. Good. Almost out of water, so I'll do that. Let's see, the sheep are all fine, and the chickens, yeah, they're fine. So we got to get the cows water. Money wise or sale wise, what's the word of the day here? Planks. It is time to finally sell the planks. But I don't want to sell anything today because we've been doing a lot of that. I mean, we're going to sell stuff this month. Don't worry about it. But I want to get to harvesting here. Milk was at a good price yesterday. There was a great demand for milk. I could have sold milk. But we're going to get right into harvesting. I'm just having a look at here. Let's see. Coffee beans. Yeah, we're getting a lot of coffee beans. And just a reminder, that money that we're being shown, that's the base game money. That doesn't include our bonus. And we have fields ready to harvest. How many we got ready to harvest? A good bunch of them. 3 of them. 3 of them. 2 of them are wheat, right? Or no, 2 of them are oats. Sorry, I apologize. 2 are oats and 1 is barley. Let's go over to the barley field and we'll do that one today. And we'll get someone in the John Deere to follow behind us to bale up the straw as we go along. So we just need to go grab our ideal combine and our honeybee header. As I run right through my sugar beet field that's growing. I just want to double check to make sure this is all staying the same. Yep, that's still pretty good. Making sure my scores aren't changing. Yeah, I got to sell these coffee beans at some point. They're starting to pile on up. And we are going through, remember all that liquid fertilizer I had here before? We're down to 3 containers, 6,000 liters. That's not going to get me through the end of the series. But we'll just have to buy some. Not a big deal. All right, there's the header. And there's the combine. So let's go get this in position. I'm not going to look too much into the production buildings to make sure they're up and running. I may do that in between episodes. But we're going to get some harvesting done today. That's what I kind of want to do. After I logged in and realized that our grass field situation over there fixed itself just by reloading the game. Can this hitch up? So I don't understand. I just wanted to try it again because it does have a hitch point back here. Oh, if I can get to it. Right where my... Whoop, maybe you can kind of... I'm trying to get the hand on it. Well, you see it now. Oh, there it is. My hand's on it. That's where it should hitch up. Because that's got a ball. That's a ball hitch, not a pin hitch. I see why that won't hitch up. Never mind. I've been in FS22 too long already today. A lot of work. Yeah, just getting these grass fields taken care of in the month of May was quite a bit of work. And then feeding the cattle in the month of June, just feeding for the day. They took 6 loads from the TMR mixer. I'll just start unfolding this. Oh, I need to get the cows their water. That's right. Got to get the cows water. All right, this is why we have a nice big area over here. That way we can get set up. I think I'll put the header right over here. We'll leave the engine running to keep it, at least let it warm up. Let me come over to here, and before I forget, I filled up with milk. Like I said, we'll take care of this later on. Should have a good amount of manure and slurry to be brought over because I didn't do it in the month of June. And do I have water in this? I should have water because I was given water last night. And actually I topped it off because I forgot. Yeah, that's right. I went back over to the greenhouse to give that some liquid fertilizer. Then I topped off the water when I came back. That looks like a good heap of manure. Actually, you know what I haven't checked in a while is how many cows do we have now? Last I knew we had 96. 112. Alright, and I'm all just while we're here. Because I'm going to use the JCB to bring over the header. We'll give them what TMR I had left over from last night into the feed pen. I'm really surprised of how fast we're now paying off the loan, even though I was doing some quick calculations at the end of last year. I was like, ooh, can we get the loan paid off by the end of this year? I thought it was going to be a stretch, but the way it's going, we're going to have it paid off, you know, maybe by September. Okay, just got to take it easy with this header and the trailer. You can tip this over, actually. I've done it. I speak from experience. Or non-experience, I guess, at that point. So as for the barley, the oats, and the wheat that we're going to harvest, like I said, I'm going to keep on farming as if I'm farming here for a long time. So I'm just not going to sell everything. We got to make sure we still got food for the animals when we leave here. It's almost like we're giving the farm to someone else to take over, and that's it. So we can't leave them with no food and just sell everything and be like, oh, look how much money we got. And just keep on farming here. So I got to keep some wheat for the chickens, the barley, and the oats. The oats can go like to the flavored bottling milk company. Let's see, I got to detach this and turn off the JCB. I remember the first time hooking up to the honeybee header, I had a difficult time figuring out how to do it. And now, since the honeybee headers is, I don't want to say the only headers that I use, I do love them. Especially the 60-footer if you got nice flat ground. Alright, now let's go grab the John Deere. Whoops. Do I have enough fuel? Well, to get this one field done, I do. And I think there's a good amount of hay in the baler, but I think that'll be converted on over to straw. And we can get to working. Although I will need to grab the Volvo and the grain trailer, because I'm pretty sure we're going to get more than a combine load full of barley off that field. Now, really what I, to be more efficient here at the farm, what I should be doing in a way is to set a worker off in the combine because, with horseplay we could easily do that. You see me do it many times here in another series as well. And I could be doing the trucks, I could be taking care of the animals, I could be taking care of the production buildings. But we've been doing a lot of that. And we haven't harvested anything in a while other than grass, but we do that quite often as well. So I want to get back into harvesting here. Alright, so before I set this up, run right back in the combine, that way you know you're close enough. Let's grab the Volvo truck. Drop off the flatbed. I got a lot of wool to bring over. That's the amount of wool the sheep made yesterday in the month of June and overnight till today. So they're making plenty of wool now. And they actually have been for a while. We got more than 120,000 liters. Yeah, almost 160. So that's going to be a couple trips. And we're going to park this over by the barley field. Our potatoes are looking well on the left-hand side here. I will say I do like how the farm itself, the farmyard, turned out the way it looks. Stone wall, the oak trees, the birch trees, which are still... let's see, are those the birch trees I planted? I think those were already there. I don't think I planted any birch trees over here. Birch trees seem to be taking longer to grow compared to the oak trees. I'm just trying to remember, did I plant any birch trees? I don't think I planted birch trees over here. I think I did it all by the production buildings and on the other side of... Well, now on the other side of both rivers. We will park this. I don't think I'm going to get around the headland even once. If I remember, we won't. Last time we had a cereal crop in this field, we did not. Alright, pickup is down. Baler is unfolded. And 40 meters is a good one. You are following the Ideal Combine. Frank Jr. Do I got this on swath? No, we don't. But now we do. You can see the back end extending on out to put it in swath mode. Oh, I got to unfold the header. I always forget to do that on the honeybee header. There we go. And then now we are harvesting. Completing the last harvest, starting the last harvest season here on Hinterland. I'm probably going to miss a few bits here and there because the terrain on this field here is kind of, I'll use the word wonky. It's wavy. It's, yeah, especially on the other side. I did smooth it out when we plowed the field way back when, the first year that we were here. Looks like Frank Jr.'s doing well. Yeah, so July, we just got over $2 million left to pay on that loan, and I think we'll definitely be below $2 million by the end of the month. And you saw the coffee beans, they're piling on up. And of course, we're still making all the milk and everything else. I did notice last night before I went to bed, though, the sugar beet, or the sugar factory, was completely empty. It had no sugar beet, cut sugar beet. So we're not making any sugar, we're not making any chocolate, so the chocolate milk is going to be lacking. But that has been lacking all the time. And I'm surprised that it's lacking as much for having the dairy at level 6. Because we got the factory's upgrade mod. That has not kept up with this making chocolate milk. I'm not sending chocolate to anywhere else but the flavored barley milk company. And just been kind of slow. But that's okay. We've been making tons of strawberry milk. I think I'm out of oats over there. And I'm definitely out of soybeans. So I can't make soy milk. Soybeans, yeah, that's going to be a little bit difficult for the chickens. I did not plant soybeans, and I'm just about out of soybeans. But they can easily live and survive healthy-wise on the corn and the wheat and the sugar beet that we have. As I'm finding out with the Maizeplus food add-on and all that, with the different types of crops that the animals can take, they don't need all of them to be at 100%. Which just seems it's a little bit weird. I would have been expecting them to be like around 80% or whatever. We did that on the sheep, and the sheep are at 100%. They didn't have all the food that they needed, and I didn't even get like halfway around to Headland. And I am full. So, let's go grab this bad boy, and let's go ahead and we will unload the combine. Oh, I did spit out a hay bale, or yeah, there should be a hay bale. Okay, it didn't convert it over to straw. I think it was like 2/3 of the way full. I'm surprised it didn't convert it over. But the rest are straw bales. Glad I got rid of those logs last time. And I might as well leave the engine running on the Volvo, because if I'm only getting around halfway, it's not going to take me long before I'm full once again. So while that's unloading, it does give me a chance to come in here and we'll look at the factories and see what's going on here. So barley, I guess I could make some more flour, but we got a good amount of flour now. The clothing keeps flickering on and off because we're making wool, fabric wool, slowly. Nothing at the BGA. Of course, we don't have any potatoes. Planks. Oh, because we got way too many planks. All right. Still got wood in there, but we just can't make planks. Straw? Rod of straw. Well, not for long. We will get that in there. Soy and strawberry. Why are we not... What's holding up what's on the strawberry? Oh, because we're full of Jeez, okay. Um, yeah, we're full on strawberry. Yeah, so I got plenty over here to take care of. All right. But I try to do that in between episodes now because we've done a lot of that through the series. So you know what it's like with me just running back and forth with trailers and whatnot from the farm yard to the production buildings, just keeping them going and unloading into the warehouse. And it's been kind of nice the past few months now that we got the loan down as far as we have. We actually make money overnight from the wind turbine, even though we're paying off some of the loan, or not paying off some of the loan, we're paying on the loan interest. So we're actually making a little bit of money overnight. Alright, so now this harvester header just made a liar on me because I said, usually over here when I come down the hill, it doesn't harvest everything because the way the terrain is, and now it harvested everything. Okay, now we got a little bit of a piece there. It's a little sideways here. Now you can see the combine rocking back and forth. Once we get around the headland, the rest of the field is somewhat smooth. Alright, so I just got to figure out what do I do with this barley. Do I take the barley to the grain grist? Or the grist mill and make grain grist? Or do I just keep on... You know what? I think I'm going to bring it to the bakery. I'm going to just keep on making flour. And when November comes, if I need a little bit of extra cash, if we haven't got the loan paid off, I think we will by then, we'll have plenty of flour. And I can sell the... I think flour sells well in November. I think it does. November... I'm trying to remember back. I really haven't sold flour since No Man's Land. At the beginning of FS22. I got November stuck in my mind, but that could be for the cakes. Oh well, we'll stick some barley in there. I think I'll, well, you know what? How about I just do this? I'll stick it all into the silo, and then we'll figure out what to do with it next episode. Because we got the oat fields that need to be harvested this month as well. But we're just going to focus on this one field here today. I've already been on this map for a while. Today, taking care of everything before I started recording. Longer than I thought it would be. I thought, that's why I was getting ready to turn. We're full. We're full. That may screw up Frank Jr. back there. Was not paying attention. When I should have known I was going to be full. Yeah, like I said, I thought I was going to log in today and just get right into the grass fields. Like, okay, we got to fix this situation with the grass fields not registering the fertilizer. It was just weird that I did mow that grass, and then we looked in the field, and the fertilizer was still in the grass. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't understand it. So I was like, okay, we'll just do a test here how to fix the problem. I logged in today, and it's like, there's no problem. It's all set. I'm like, okay. So I guess it's one of those things that you just don't ask questions when something fixes itself, or if something takes care of itself. You don't know how. And it's like, you know what? Just leave it alone, walk away, and just be happy that it's fixed. Frank, I'm going to have to move the truck, because I think, because I backed up somewhat, Horseplay, when you back up now, will do like a loop-de-loop. So if I leave the truck there, he's probably going to do a loop-de-loop, and he may run into the truck and then quit. So let me move the truck. Just get it out of the way, just in case. Don't get stuck on your pile of straw that you left there. There you go. Let's see what Frank Jr. does behind us. Is he going to do a loop-de-loop? He thought about it. All right, not quite a loop-de-loop. Did he go around the big pile, though? Or I think he took down some of the pile. Yeah, that's one mod, Follow Me, that I love having, especially if you play solo. You can't set up an in-game worker that I know of to follow another vehicle. And look at Frank Jr. picking up all that straw. Saves me from having to go around. I do gotta go around afterwards and pick up a few pieces here and there. So as I said before, same thing with the animals. We're going to keep on collecting food for them, like we're going to be here until next year. And I got to do the same thing with the fields. If a field needs to be plowed or taken care of, we will do so. I should have just lifted the header, not turned off the header. Now, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if some of these fields need to be soil sampled again. If that needs to be done, we'll take care of that too. But I think we're going to rocket through this harvest season. But it's been kind of fun with the Maizeplus at the beginning. But really, for me, as I mentioned before, I think I would like to see more to it if I was going to keep on playing with Maizeplus. As for the grass work, if they could, you know, just my personal preference, I would like to see the grass work kind of be done like it was in Seasons in 19. Rather than just using a tedder to switch it to whatever type of grass that you want. I would rather see the weather conditions play a part into it. Alright, see, let's try to get the trailer in here without damaging any crop. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Any soil out of date? Well, this soil's not out of date. This grass field is out of date, though. So that did it today, basically, because that's when I mowed that field. I'm going to have to back the trailer on in. Try to get least crop damage as possible. I mean, really, I could just take the combine and give myself some more room, but then that would really mess up Frank Jr. I don't mind getting a little bit of crop damage here just because we do got plenty of barley. I'm not damaging that much. It's not like I'm coming down a hill and rolling over with a load of logs or something, you know. What idiot would do something like that? So let's see, I was full there, so I can't make it back. So maybe what I'll do is, so I can keep unloading from one side. Next time we go up this side of the field, next path on the way up, I'll unload up there. And the way it's going, I should always be able to unload with a pipe on this side. This is the only slight problem that you can have when you do a headland and a worker behind you is the bales that are left behind. But the good thing about a square bale is when the header lifts up, it goes over the bale. A round bale, depending on the size, I guess, wouldn't be able to do that. So I didn't damage that much crop. But this time I'll unload at the top of the hill. Wow, we're gonna get a lot of barley. A lot of barley.
From all those pretty words you said, it's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am. It's like I'm wasted, and I won't waste it. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind. I will follow you wherever, and I won't waste this. I'll follow you, yeah. I'll follow you, yeah. Could you come a little closer now? 'Cause I don't wanna slow this down. My heart is screaming out your name. I'm wasted on you. Here we are, right underneath the stars. So let's get a little reckless. You make me breathless, and I won't waste this. And I promise that I will stand by you forever. I can't get you out of my mind. I will follow you wherever, and I won't waste this. I'll follow you, yeah. Yeah, I won't waste this. 'Cause no one makes me feel like you do. You make me breathless. Yeah, no one makes me feel like you do.
Well, this is going to fill the trailer, and I'm only going to be able to take about 8,000 liters out, almost 9. And I got more than that on the field, so I'll have to go dump this into the silo, come back, and get the combine, just get some more. So it might be like 150,000 liter harvest. Yeah, since I'm in the truck, we'll go back and dump this all into the silo. We'll let Frank Frank Jr. keep an eye on the combine while we're doing so. And a lot of straw bales. All right, keep an eye on it, Frank Jr. You're in charge, because no one else is here. Try to get out the field as soon as we can. If Farming Simulator ever brings dynamic ground into the game, and I'm hoping that they do at some point, that's probably when I'll get into start using an auger wagon rather than driving the truck into the field. Because right now we don't really have soil compaction or anything like that into Farming Simulator. I hope someday they do bring it in. Maybe when they update their engine that it runs on, meaning the engine the game runs on, not the engine in the vehicles. Gotta take it easy around that corner. I spin out at that corner quite a bit. Not in the Volvo, but the man truck spins out in that corner a lot. Actually, that big grass field over there should be ready for harvest again, I do believe. Dump that all in there. I don't know what I have for 200,000 liters of wheat. Barley's climbing on up. And everything else is pretty much on the low side. And I do got 7,000 liters of soybeans left, so the chickens are going to get you know, a good amount of soybeans still. Can't see our harvester. It'll render in at some point. It's up there. There it is. We got oats there. We got oats over there as well. Yeah, I think we'd be bringing the oats over to the flavored bottling milk company, because that thing has been making us loads of money as well. The cheese and the butter don't really seem to make that much money. I mean, it's not bad, but for a level 6 dairy, this doesn't bring in the cash like a lot of other production buildings do. So let's see what we get for a total off this field. We know we got 120,000 liters because that's what that trailer holds. So we can get a final total. I think it's going to be somewhere near 150, I would think. Trying to get it all in on the last pass. Can we squeeze it on out? Not quite. There we get it on the way back down. Try to get that last piece right there that I missed on the headlands. I got some of it. Header was just cockeyed way too much to get it all. Yeah, I think before I start doing more harvest this month, we got to bring the combine down to the village and top it off with some diesel. And that should get me through the season, possibly. Let's get what's remaining down here. And the last of the barley. I think. We get it all this time. Keep forgetting about that. Big bump there. No, you gotta leave the engine on. Or rope dispense. Those stone pine trees just look funny. One of these days, well, yeah, we'll try to get a harvest in on them. I don't think I'm gonna, well, maybe I will. Maybe I will actually need them for the sawmill. So we got 23,000 liters in here. I said 150, so I need about another 8,000 liters. And I think it's going to be awfully close. While it's unloading, we can tell Frank Jr. Just to take a break. So we'll dismiss him. Just want to back up a little bit, so when I turn off the baler, the bales will empty into the field. And the John Deere probably needs some fuel too before I do more baling. Let's turn everything off here. So did I get 30,000 liters in here? Well, would you look at that? 30,629. So a total of 150,000 liters, 629 off this field. Feels good to get a harvest in again. But probably I'll get a worker to do the oat field over there. And we'll be busy probably selling and taking care of some things down at the factories again. Work needs to be done, and I can't hire a worker to do it. Let's go dump this into the silo. Then I do want to take a trip over to that grass field because I think that's ready for harvest. And I got to figure out what I want to do with it. We just made hay. We made conditioned grass off that field at the beginning of the season, so maybe it's time to make silage bales. Good thing about the grass field is when it's ready for harvest, you don't really have to rush to it. It's not going to wither, unlike a regular crop will wither after a certain time when it's ready for harvest. Park that right there for now. Doesn't look far when you're in the vehicle, but when you get out and start running to a field, you realize it's a little bit further than what you thought it is. And yes, this grass field is ready to be harvested. And look at the expected yield, 132% out of 125. That's really, really good. And this is a big, big field. I forgot the number. What did I get? Like 80 some odd bales off it before. And our cotton field's looking good. We'll be leasing the Case Cotton Module Harvester again. Or you know what? If the money is really good and we have paid off a good amount of loan, I may get the John Deere. I think I've only used it once, but I don't think I've done it in a video before. So I may get the John Deere. But I'll take care of some of the production building stuff in between episodes. I don't want to do it all next episode. I just want to get a worker in that field. And we'll just sell some stuff and then get into the other oat field ourselves. But everything is looking extremely, extremely good around here. And yeah, what are we down to again? Like just over 2 million in the account to pay. Let's say 2.15 million. It's actually 2.14. So yeah, we'll get that below 2 million by the end of the month. And we got like $700,000 worth of coffee beans sitting over there to sell at some point. So yeah, this should be the last season here in Hinterland, but we're only in July. So, much more harvesting to get to. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Hinterland. But until then, have a good one. What's up, ladies? Everyone doing good?